New fallout from revelations that devices by Apple and Google have been tracking users' movements, often without their consent. You don't even know it. Now members of Congress are calling for formal investigations into both companies. Lance Ulanoff, editor-in-chief of PCMag.com, and Nicholas Percoco, senior VP and head of Spider Labs, an advanced security team at TrustWave, join us to break it down. All right, Lance, why shouldn't we be concerned about this?
Well, first of all, we don't know that they're delivering personalized information, information about who you are along with your location information. And really, without location-aware capabilities within your phone, these become somewhat useless devices. I mean, how many times do you stop and get directions? How many times do you try and figure out what to do next based on where you are? How many games do you play that are related to your location? I think that people forget the benefits of these phones knowing where you are.
Yeah, but Nicholas, there are some who have no idea the phones are tracking them or keeping the information, and we're learning that some of them may be even tracking you when the phone is off. Does that worry you?
Right. I mean, yeah, it does worry me. I mean, if you're a consumer and you're using an application such as a restaurant locator or another device or another application to legitimately track your locations, you want them to find where you're located, you've opted into that activity. Now, if you are a consumer who's unaware of that activity, and the problem that was identified with Apple and Google is that it's logging that to the phone, and that information is showing up in the backup files. I personally ran it against my own iPhone backup, and I saw myself traveling all over the world over the last 10 months in the backup file.
Seems kind of cool to me.
Kind of cool, but for a lot of people, it's very worrisome. And of course, you think about the implications of privacy. I mean, that has to be a huge concern. It's tough to balance a lot of times with technology. But Lance, do you think it's fair for Congress to get involved and sort of demand some answers, saying we want to know how this information is being used? We want the consumers to be made aware appropriately that it is being used.
Well, I do think consumers should be aware. First of all, I find it hard to believe that phones are tracking when the phone is off, when there's no power there. But that said, as a consumer, when you have something in your pocket, you should know what it's doing. All of the location-aware applications and utilities that I've seen are opt-in. Now, this one file that we're talking about in the iPhone, I'm not sure that was opt-in, but that was in a hidden file. It wasn't really being used for anything that would relate directly to your personal information, but you do want to understand how to turn that off. And by the way, you can turn it off, but should Congress be investigating this? Who's been harmed by this? I mean, I think that's what you have to think about. Has someone actually been harmed because the phone knows where they are? I think people could name dozens of times they've been helped by the phone knowing where they are.
All right, Nicholas, but what is the potential, exploitation that you may be worried about?
Yeah, I mean, someone can be harmed by this. If this information is on your phone, and say you get a piece of malware on your phone, which we've all heard about on the Android platform recently, where malware was being distributed via the App Store, a piece of malware on the device that's specifically designed to read this information would be able to pinpoint your exact location while that malware is running on your phone and while you have it in your pocket. Combine that with someone who's like a high-profile individual. That's very, very risky. Knowing where a CEO of a Fortune 500 company is located, that could be risky. Knowing where a political
or you could know when they're tweeting.
That's true, and that information, I mean, and many times is already out there. But Lance, I mean, do you worry that there will be people who are going to use this to track around, a jealous spouse, those kinds of things? The average person, maybe he's not an expert like you and doesn't understand how to turn these things off or how they're working. Is it easy for them to figure that out?
Well, I will say that right now the tracking information that we've looked at is not particularly accurate. It's about a 20-mile radius. I mean, it's got all these false positives, so it'll show a hit where you weren't because it's using cell phone towers. It's using what's called triangulation to guess at your location. It's also still quite far-fetched. I mean, while there was malware in the Android marketplace, there were no instances of it being used or doing anything. It was sort of there, but I think it didn't actually work. So maybe this could happen in the future. I do agree though that knowledge is the best defense. People do need to understand.
Gentlemen, we got to leave it there. Lance, Nicholas, thank you very much, both of you.
It's a pleasure.
All right,